Okay, folks, we're going to make the steering wheel next. I'm going to try to slow down a little this time. Apparently, I was talking a little bit too fast in the last few videos, so let's see if I can slow down a tad and get you guys on a better page on this one. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get the file started like usual, and we'll go from there. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is do like we usually do, set up an standard IPT, whatever it is called, file. Okay, start 2D sketch and XY plane as always. Okay, so the next step on this will be to create a rectangle, and the rectangle will be 1 by 3. Pretty simple. We need to make a circle. Dump it somewhere along the line. Do not anchor it to the middle. Kind of put it up here someplace, and that will be 1. Okay? So the next thing we want to do is do a dimension, because we got to put this puppy in the right place. And I'm going to put him at 1.75. The puppy who lost his way. The next thing is to trim. Trim these two right there, and that's the start of your object. So it's as simple as that. So if you want to just pause this real quick and create this, then that sounds awesome to me. So go ahead and press Finish Sketch. Okay, and then we're going to do a revolve. It will automatically, if you made this right, it'll automatically see this as an object. All it wants to know is where's your axis at. My axis is here. Press OK. So the main part of the steering wheel column is now set, but I do want to make a chamfer around this edge. So chamfer is located right here. Under chamfer, you have many different options. I'm going to focus on the top one, which is pretty much an equal distance. So 0.25. The original tutorial did this in 2D. I hate chamfering in 2D. I rather do everything in 3D. So if I need to change it, it's simpler to go back and just make that switch. So press OK, and there's your chamfer created. So that is done now. For this next step, we need to do some sketching inside the plane. So here's how we're going to do this. So on the Origin tab, you see where it says this, I want to go XY plane. Click this and press New Sketch. So the one thing about this is I don't like to sketch on a different surface. I'm going to sketch on the flat surface. So if you press the F7 tool, that's called a Slice Graphics. Slice Graphics will allow you to see inside of what you're doing. Kind of cool feature. Okay, we're going to do a center line because this is eventually going to be a sweep and a revolve, so it'll just make life a little bit easier in the future. So 1.75. Okay, so turn off your construction line, press line, click the top of this, go over 2. That was not a very good line. Let's try that again. Go over 2. Okay? So next we're going to make those arcs, those tangent arcs again. So just click the endpoint, and the degrees doesn't really matter. I'm going to stick around 90, but the inches I want at 1. Okay? So I'm going to do this again. Go around here. I'm going to go about 1. Okay? The final step to get the geometry made, we're still going to work on resizing this some, is a line. And I'm just going to dump a line out here. Now, when you do this, this needs to be a tangent line. Mine may be, it may not, yours may be not, I don't know. So click tangent, click this line and this arc, and this will lock this to this so it always stays tangent. So you shouldn't have to worry about that a whole lot. So the next step on this is I need to make this and this. Here we go. This is where I messed up last time. 1 inch. Oh, good, it worked. It should look like this, so you have a nice smooth curve here, and it goes out there. The last thing we have to do is we have to set the distance from here to here. So if I click the endpoint here, I click the center line, I go up, I type 8, now it's created. Okay, if you got that done, you're sitting pretty right now. Next step, Finish Sketch. And I need to make a plane on this surface here. Now there's a little trick to making these planes. You're going to learn these throughout the next few weeks. So this plane is going to be a parallel to plane through point. Now if you get really good at these, you don't have to necessarily select these options. You just can move the planes around. But for right now, I'm going to use these planes just so you know what they're called. So parallel to plane to point. What that means is I got to choose a point, and then I got to find a plane. Well, my plane is going to be the XZ plane. And you see here, I shot this out there, and now it's kind of a perpendicular to this point here. A little bit of a cool feature. So go ahead and click this new plane and click new sketch. Now, it's going to veer around to the back of it. That's fine. You have to shift it around. So I'm going to press shift and scroll and then click left. That way it's on the right surface. Okay. So next step is we're going to do this center arc tool. So you click that, and what it does is it looks for you to be able to choose your starting point. So I'm just going to click here, and I'm going to draw it around to where it says 180. You can type in 180, but I'm just going to use the line as my tool. So click here, 0.25. Line, we need to draw a little box right here. So it's a simple box of, let me get on my screen so I know what I'm talking about. My other screen, there it is, 0.5, 0.5. Okay. Just a simple rectangle that's 0.5, 0.5, or square. So 0.5, oops, that's 0.45. I'll change it later. 0.5, and go up here. So I messed up on this one, but I'm going to change this back to 0.5. Wow, I cannot type today. There. Okay. Press finish sketch. Got that made. This is annoying. If you don't like this, right click on it and uncheck your visibility. Now that vanishes. Okay. This is a sketch here where this will go away here in a minute. So let's go ahead and we're going to make a sweep out of this. So click sweep. It's going to automatically see your geometry here. Choose your path, which is this line. Boom, it goes right down to there. Press OK. You got your sweep done, guys. You did good. So now we need to make a fillet. Okay. Let's just do the default 1.25 here. Okay. I'm going to do one there and there. Apply and cancel. Okay, got it. So now we're going to make the wheel going around and then we're done. So this actually was pretty easy. So click here, hit new sketch. And we're going to make a circle on the midpoint here. Just find this little line and make a 1-inch circle. Okay? Pretty simple. Last thing to do is a revolve. Well, at least on this step. We're going to do one more thing after this. So it automatically sees this geometry. You're going to click Axis. Then over here in the origin, make sure this is dialog down box. I'm going to hit Y. Now it knows what it's going to go around. Press OK. It's good. Okay. Well, there's only one spoke here. We need to make 3 of these. So we're going to have to do a pattern. You go up here. There's a circle pattern. Click this. Choose your arm. Then choose rotation axis. I'm going to choose Y one more time. It sees it gives you a preview of 6. Reminds me of the pumpkin time. Hit 3. Now we have 3 of them. Done. Last thing I'm going to do is do a fillet around these edges. Let's go 0.375. Click that, and that. Okay, now we got that done. So next I want to do a hole here, because you got to have a little screw hole at the bottom to be able to like put it in. And sorry, I popped that up. Didn't mean to do that quite yet. That's on my other screen. So we're just going to do a hole here real quick. Here's my settings. So this, we're going to do a counter bore. Termination will be distance. This and this. These don't matter. You can have this either one. I can really care less. Okay. This should be 3.75, 0.25. Change this to 1.5, and this should be 0.25. So get these settings in here next. Click somewhere in the circle. Then if you click the edge, it will automatically center it. Press OK, and you're done. And that's it for this tutorial. So please save this as this is in the wrong folder. because I'm just doing this for the first time. So we're going to call this one your initials, tutorial 6. And there we go. So, hope you enjoyed this one. You guys done well on these, so keep going, keep working hard. I'm proud of you. Thanks. Bye.